Thank you, Kyle. Well, today is the last day of January and also the last day you can call Sam Brownback your governor. At 3 o'clock today, Governor Brownback will officially resign from his position. KSNT News reporter Jared Thompson is live in downtown Topeka right now. Jared, what does this mean for Kansas?
Well, Brittany, now this means we're going to have to transition from calling Lieutenant Governor Jeff Colyer our governor of Kansas now, and he'll also be the person that's running things inside these doors of the State House, which is just behind me, because in a few hours, Jeff Colyer will be the 47th governor in Kansas, of course. And so this is all happening because Brownback took on his new role in Washington, D.C. And so as U.S. Ambassador for International Religious Freedom, Brownback will investigate religious freedom violations around the world. So soon Kansans can welcome Colyer, who's also running for a full 4-year term later on this year. So I went out to hear what some of you thought about Brownback leaving, and this is what you had to say.
I don't think he did a whole lot for Kansas. I think he didn't do anything to promote Kansas or education. I was not impressed with his governorship.
I appreciate his efforts over the last few years. I know Mr. Brownback to be a really good man. Unfortunately, he dealt with some bad circumstances, and he tried some things that I think in the long run are going to prove that he was right, and that the things actually that he implemented worked.
And Colyer has served as state senator before Brownback chose him as his running mate back in 2010. And some Republican lawmakers say that they're looking forward to a smooth transition, but others don't think that much will change with this new leadership. And so 3 p.m. is the official time that Governor Sam Brownback will officially resign. But shortly after that is when Lieutenant Governor Jeff Colyer will be sworn in as our next state governor. Live in downtown Topeka, Jared Thompson, KSNT News.
All right, thank you, Jared. Now, before Lieutenant Governor Colyer is sworn in, he is spending time in his hometown of Hays. Our Capitol Bureau Chief, Courtney Ryan, is in Hays this morning. And Courtney, what is the soon-to-be governor saying his message will be today?
Colyer's message to the people of Kansas is the tone is changing. He'll be sworn in this afternoon as the 47th governor of Kansas. He landed here in Hays last night, saying he's looking forward to a new beginning. Arriving home in Hays, Colyer plans to spend the morning at his old family farm before attending Mass at Thomas More Prep, where he went to school.
I didn't see myself as governor, when I was in high school, but I've been in state government, I've been in federal government, I worked for President Reagan, I worked for Bob Dole, I was at House and the Kansas Senate. Kansas is a great state, and I think the things that we can accomplish are really solid.
Colyer says he plans to hit the ground running, already setting up meetings with lawmakers to address policy changes.
We're going to work together. Well, we have a lot of challenges, you bet we do, but we're going to tackle them. And we're going to tackle them, and we're going to have to, it'll take some time.
Colyer says his goal is to keep the state moving forward.
I think we can do a lot over the next few years, and I'm just very honored to have my role in it.
The swearing-in ceremony will take place at the Capitol Rotunda at 3:30 this afternoon. Of course, we'll have full coverage on air and online. Reporting in Hays, I'm Courtney Ryan.
All right, thank you, Courtney. And just 2 hours after Colyer's swearing-in ceremony, Greg Orman, an independent candidate for governor, is holding a rally in Johnson County to launch his governor's campaign. There are more than a dozen Democratic and Republican candidates so far gearing up for an August primary. Orman is the only independent in the race and will be on the November ballot. There is some fear, though, that Orman could take votes away from other candidates, but many of the candidates are keeping an open mind.
He has the ability to write some big checks to his own campaign, and that means he's going to be an influence, a candidate with real credibility and real weight.
The last 7 years have been very difficult on Kansas. In fact, we're at a critical juncture, and I think the people of Kansas understand that something seriously went wrong.
This is the largest field of candidates for a primary race in the state's history.